monsters wear many faces.
Here I am. That was... I don't even know how to call that. That was bad.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Oh yeah. Makes a lot of sense, unfortunately.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Nice.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
My god, shut up, Casey.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Take it.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. Okay, first thing first.
This is the kind of case my ex hated.
Let's do the busy work first.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
And this is all for later, again.
I already took care of all this.
Yeah, you did. I like it when things happen on their own.
No.
There's more.
I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all. Investigating the story's lies led me to a family I didn't know I had. Or was finding them part of the story too. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's profile as well. We have 3 of them. Let's start with Casey.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Is this all?
Scratch was pretending to be awake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me?
Careful.
No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Yep, don't do it again.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Damn. We won't talk any further. What is it? Oh, there.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Deductions. What are deductions? Oh, well, I know what a deduction in the middle, but
Think.
I am trying to think. Thank you. There you go.
The cult of the tree is just the Costello brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
Still have a lot to go through here, actually, but
Think, Saga.
okay.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
And I have profiling. Oh, okay, there you go.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Okay. So they come out of there that completely normal and then they just turn.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Okay, so we spoke to everyone, I guess. And now I've gotta go somewhere. No, locked cell, okay.
Transcript of interview with subject, Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. Location, Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer, Kieran Estevez, lead agent. K.E., Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. A.W., there is a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. K.E., yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? A.W., it feeds on artists. On the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography, it can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. K.E., we are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? A.W., I don't know. But I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? K.E., Mr. Wake, you are in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. A.W., you're not, expletive, listening to me. K.E., we are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? A.W., expletive, you. Let me the expletive out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. Report supplement re, The Shadow. Summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35, additional details regarding the Shadow, A010, have been discovered. Redacted and redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the Shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the Shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The Shadow can only manifest as artists, or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art, who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The Shadow can manifest as any individual, contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See File 38-453-1873 for full report. Deployment Order Urgent Situation. At approximate 1900 hours on September 13, 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA-03, code name, The Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated, with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 4-11B, has been approved for use in the field. Objective, S. To confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Item classification request 194F. Summary of findings. Description/paratility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted, when used by a capable power utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported use of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold, or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality, see file AWE 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
Ah, I can finally come here to check. Okay. There's another one. Hey. What the hell is going on? One. I think this game is having some problems. So you're doing some stupid things a bit too often now. But yes, this seems to be all. Come up with a new plan. That sounds. That sounds really easy. Apparently, you just come up with a new plan. I don't want to say out of thin air, but pretty much at this point.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Poor Casey. Okay, will I find the plan here?
I need to know what information I can still trust. The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Nope, apparently this is not how we make a plan.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Okay. Again in the main place. Oh, this is starting to get really annoying.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
So we go to Tor. That's not the idea. Fine. I suppose that's fine. Why am I still seeing that? Wait a second. There's something. Yeah. Oh, that's how I ask him. I don't even go there.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Okay. I guess that is something.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Want it? Are you gonna rate it?
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. Wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back.
Yeah.
You sure you have it all figured out?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Yep. And I'm done for today. Hey there everyone, how you guys doing? So I'm back. Last time I played it was yesterday night, so now I'm freshly back, ready to go. Did I read all of this before? Okay, so I wanna see what Alan is about to do, but I don't remember if there is a place to swap over.
You were the better Koska. Much better than me.
So I guess I'll go to find it. Aside from this, then there is the Oh Dear Diner door to unlock. Then there is the what's called the lighthouse. Should I go now at night? Sounds a little risky. Why are they all out? Yeah, there was supposed to be a page. There we go, finally. So yeah, I know I said it would have been Alan now, but no, I wanna finish checking things with her, then
After
do Alan.
getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskalas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
I need to find a better place for this microphone. But yeah, I'm buying a new desk, so that's gonna solve itself. I think all I have to do here... Okay, give me 1 second. No, not here. Not here either. Oh, only watery. So also collectibles, not here, it's done, it's just watery missing. Okay, we go to the diner first because I wanna try that door again. Okay, let me where... Did I bring it with me? No, I put it away, okay.
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI, famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
Okay. Yep. Let's go. I wish I could drive there because it's a long hike, but we go as is. I'm gonna go a little bit more harsh. Nice.
Ilmo Koskela had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Yakopi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
Mulligan and Thornton.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They've been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
Okay. This is basically the making of the cult.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Now I guess I need to find out why I was given so many things. There's not even a way up in the lighthouse. No, they sealed it. They completely sealed it. Okay. It's just such a pain in the bum because I would have really liked to go for that 100% completion rate at the first go. And despite I really like being a completionist, completionist, one of those two. At this point I don't really
This
think
is not the way.
I should care all that much. Even because, if I'm right, I'm gonna have to have a second go at this. So technically the first run is only half the game. Kind of. What else? Colton Lake is also completed. We can check right away against the case board. I mean, I'm missing one only. If I attempt to check. Cal stashes, found them all. Missing one in Watery, one in Colton Lake, and I'm missing a doll. There is another one here in Watery, what the hell? You would assume it's in a... I mean, I would have bet big deal. They was gonna be in the lighthouse, but seems like I'm wrong. The radio tower had one and I did it. Unless it didn't save. Okay, I'm gonna go to check, okay? Yeah, keep running. Okay, another one done. Now let's keep this weapon here. So I know I had found one here already. And right on cue. So I came here to waste bullets. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep, that line is also done. So this wasn't it. I don't know what else I can do, guys, because I don't want to spend my day finding the one thing that I got left behind. Even though you're probably expecting that. Yeah, good luck finding me. Well, technically I am a murderer. I'm killing a lot of people here. I mean, it's, you know, self-defense, I guess. But yeah, I can kind of confirm I wasted 37 minutes of my life. It's fine though. It feels weird though. There is something missing and I don't know what. Okay, I'll save and maybe later on I'm gonna carry on. Hey there everyone. So, we should be doing our run and we will definitely do so. But before we do this, I've been thinking a lot about it.
Is everyone alright down there in Bright Falls?
I just don't know.
And I think I know where is the thing I left behind. So yeah, down here. There you go, I knew it.
Oh, another rhyme.
Oh, but there's no other doll here.
The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods with a worried frown. From the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah, that seems the reaction. The natural reaction for this kind of things. I don't understand what I'm looking at though. Oh, that.
What the hell?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Witchfinder's Station. I've been there before. Worth checking out.
What's the Witchfinder Station? Oh, it's illuminated though. That is a good sign. Or is it? No, it's just the moon. Okay. It's a big moon.
Away from
So 547. Or was that easy? Stupid duck. I think I led all of this. Yeah. And there was an LCD rhyme here, and I already did it. Okay, let's hear it. There's one in each room. I like it more when I can't lead them. You don't. Okay. Father, I. Okay, one. Next. We're talking about an hatchling, so I'm looking for that drawing. There we go. Nah. Okay.
When a tricky witch opened a way into the dark lake, our hero, against all caution, did a bold step take, away from the sun which would make her blind to all that she could see. On our hero, the father still kept an eye, and told her not to stand out in the light too bright, while the loving mother and her hatchlings only
The lake.
when a tricky witch opened the way into the dark lake, our hero, against all caution, did a bold step take, away from the sun which would make her blind.
Which? I don't have anything like a witch. A monster doll only. What if the Edo comes here? Nah.
Away from the sun which would make her blind to all that she could see. On our hero, the faraway father still kept an eye, and told her not to stand out in the light too bright, while the loving mother and her hatchlings only tried to survive. When a tricky witch opened a way into the dark lake, our hero, against all caution, did a bold step take, away from the sun which would make her blind to all that she could see.
I don't know, I just don't know what to think. Oh, a tricky witch. What's this? I was mother, okay, yeah, I agree.
On our hero, the faraway father still kept an eye, and told her not to stand out in the light too bright.
Is this the Edo? Yeah.
On our hero, the faraway father still kept an eye, and told her not
loving mother hatchling. So the kid is right in the egg, in the hatchling, and mom goes in the heart. I'm very really scared of this.
What the? Who is this? How do you know I'm here?
I've been monitoring your incessant tampering with my project. You have made some advantageous progress, however.
What project?
What project? So you've just been playing around with my test arrangements with absolutely no understanding of their function. The hubris.
Indeed.
But your interference with my research has come to its conclusion, and I'm interested to see the results. The trick, I believe, is in the manifestation of the nursery rhymes, art becoming reality, the doorway being revealed, and or perhaps even someone entering it.
Get to the point.
Middleton and rude, I see. The point is that by your unwanted actions, you may have opened the way. And now I'll get to observe what exactly occurs when a subject crosses the threshold. No, wait, that's not right. What is that? Do you see?
What? Hello? Hey, are you there? Sounds like this person got more than they bargained for. Ugh, this stuff again. There's something else in there, too.
Okay.
This will be handy.
Nice. I'm gonna take all the dolls back. Even though I'm done. What the hell are you doing, Saga? I'm expecting some company. Also, when I have a look around chaos, yeah, it feels like I don't know, it didn't feel like it was enough. All right. I can't help it. I need to find the other one. It's the last one. I did everything. So just can't help it. Yeah, sorry, I was moving something on my desk. Yeah, I'll take 5. Then we search again. I'm gonna have a little study of the map off camera, so I won't bother you with my reasoning, and then we go for it. Okay then. After thinking of it, I think that the best place to check would be Coffee World. And the reason is that it is the most complicated place, so it is the place where there may be, sorry, more stuff hidden. Or, so I think. Also, I hope there's no more wolves around here, because I don't like wolves. So, did I find anything here? Because I did remember these stones. This thing is floating. Okay, lucky better now. But I don't remember finding a staff in here. I mean, I guess if I had found something, I would still see the indicator, because it still makes me read whatever the notes say, so I'm assuming I'm just stupid.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Oh, there you go. Was it done properly, wasn't it? Case closed. Yay! Another one. Now wait, because now I want to make sure.
Rose did all this for me. She completely believes that I am the hero in Wake's story. She should be a bit more critical of a person who tries to control people's lives.
Maybe. Well, about this I go anything else, but case closed nonetheless. What's this? What does it say again?
The dark presence leeches onto artists, manipulates their art. What power does it have by itself?
By itself, probably none. Oh, there's also more to add to that, okay. And okay, so let's go back. We go to the police station again, and it's Alan time. Is there? No, it isn't. But yeah, I'll save here and then Alan. But not now for me, because I am personally going to bed. You'll see this in the next episode or in a couple of seconds.